These guitar strings are just like my dreams, but they're all worn out. They're all worn out. My guitar's singing bloody rust, and sweating dust, red on you.
My name is Weston Horn. I have a band called Weston Horn and the Hush, and thanks for being on. We've been a band for about 2.5 years now. So instead of putting a band together and starting to play shows, we put a band together and we started recording an album down in Louisiana at a place called Dockside Studios, which is a legendary studio. We waited about a year before we played our first show. We wanted to have a product that when we hit the scene, it was like, who are these guys and where have they been? You know, and so we've got, we wear matching suits, we got choreography on stage, we do the whole 9 yards to where it's a show instead of just a concert, So I was about 13 or 14 years old when I started playing music, and the famous music at that time was emo, really sort of like the darker alternative stuff. And I was like, I'm 14, I'm sad enough as it is. I don't need this music to help me. And so I started listening to everything else that was on the radio, and I found some oldie stations, and I found the Rascals, and I started to find Huey Lewis in the News, and I was like, man, this music makes you happy. And I was like, how great of an art is it that you can create something that can change someone's day from being bad to being good, and music is such an avenue for that. The whole purpose with the Hush when we started the band was that we want to pull people out of their lives for 1 hour. For 1 hour, we don't want people to think about the stress of their life, their financial issues, their family problems, whatever's going on in their life. We want for them to forget about that for 1 hour and basically come up and kind of get a little bit of magic in their life again. And really that's the heart behind the band. And I think we've been really blessed in a lot of different ways to have a little bit of success, and I think the reason that has been is because we have a really genuine spirit on stage of we want people to have a good time. We're having a good time, so why not you join us? Like you said, we sort of have a respectful sort of approach to music. I believe that if people are coming out to pay for a show, that you should dress up and you should respect that they've spent their time and their money to come see you. So we wear full suits at every show, regardless of if it's inside playing the Canes or if it's outside at Utica Square, in 1,000-degree heat, and so either way, it's what we do. So the look came from, this is gonna ruin a lot of the mystery here, but here's what happened. I watched Breaking Bad, and I Googled Heisenberg hat, and this hat came up, and I bought it without even sizing my head, and that was 2.5, 3 years ago. And it's so dangerous buying hats online. People don't realize that. Heads are so weird, and it worked out. What I love about Tulsa is I think it's up and coming, so right now I consider myself sort of a medium fish in a medium pond that might get bigger, so I love the people here. I think it is one of the most underrated and fantastic music scenes I've ever seen, honestly. The community of musicians is fantastic. I mean, the people that I've met have been the kindest and most sincere people because, and this isn't anything about myself, but I've got a band full of the best musicians in Oklahoma at the very least, that are just some of my best friends. And that was another thing in building the Hush, was because the Hush is an 8-piece band. It's 4 pieces of a regular band and then a 4-piece horn section. You're talking about a lot of really talented people. Trying to get all those people together is like herding cats, and so there had to be a vision that they could get behind, We've written most of the songs for the next album, and we've been playing non-stop for the last probably 4 or 5 months, and a lot of festivals and a lot of higher end shows, so we've been really blessed to get on a lot of those. We went to play South by Southwest down in Austin, and we had a great response there, and so we've gotten to do some really big festival shows, and we've been playing a lot of those. So we're going to probably take about 3 or 4 months, let our fluids replenish, because a lot of those were outdoor shows, and so we'll hook up some IVs and then go track the next album down in Louisiana. And I'll be honest, I'm proud of the first album. This second album is going to put it to shame. Tulsa's been really, really good to us. We've met a lot of the industry people that are here, such as yourself, and we worked with Abby Kieran with the Tulsa Film Music Arts and Culture Commission here, and so there's been a lot of really key players in Tulsa that have really helped us out, and I don't know that we'll ever leave our base of operations being here. So the thing that I want to get across to people is that when I started playing music, music never came naturally to me. And so one of the reasons that I hope that I do well is because I want to encourage people that if you find something that you love, and you don't feel like you're gifted in that, it doesn't matter. Like, you can pursue it and you can go after what you love, and all you got to do is have a tenacity to never quit.
This guitar can breathe, and I was born to see. I can take a hit, I can handle it, baby, but I just can't stop. I said never gonna stop, never gonna stop, no, no. But this guitar can breathe, and I was born to see. I was born to move, I was born to groove, baby, but I just can't stop. I said never gonna stop, never gonna stop, no, no.
Amber, being our first guest host, is there anything you'd like to know about Weston Horn? Or the
Open
Hunt?
book, girl. Come on. Yeah, I'll read you my dream diary if you want.
Oh, you sing.